Let's paint a nightscape, guys. I'm so excited. So here is the composition that we are looking at, and I am using a black paper which has dot grids in it. In case you don't have it, that's also fine. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is covering my paper with a tape. This is called a masking tape, which helps in protecting the edges of the paper. I generally use a white charcoal pencil, but any pencil would do. I also use a white jelly roll pen for my compositions. So you can see how I am sketching it out very easily using the dot grids. The dot grids are like your line grids, which help you in defining and getting the perspective and drawings perfectly. Once my drawing is complete, let me tell you about the colors that I've chosen. So I have with me here that is a red, that is scarlet red. The other color that I have with me is a cerulean blue, lemon yellow. I've also kept a sap green in case I wish and I feel that I need it, and a white and a black color. In the composition that you see here, there are different colors, but there are two major colors, one with the blue tone and of course the orange one. So we are going to start with that, and we will first cover the major areas with the blue tones and not with the orange tones that you see. Now it's very important for us to pre-make the colors before we start, and for that very reason I am first going to make the first color. And like I mentioned before, we are going to make the major color in the composition, which is the blue. I've mixed a little bit of red and green to this blue to get a darker tone of blue that we see. And when we add a little bit of white to our blue here, we get the lighter tones of blue that we see. So in areas that you see that have the darker tones of blue, there we add the dark tones of blue, and in areas like the sky, especially near the horizon, or the trees that you see around, we will be adding the dark tones of blue, the lighter tones of blue. In all the other places, in fact, if you see in all the other places, we have only two colors. One is our orange and the other is the different tones of blue that we see. So this composition ideally is of two colors only, the blue and the orange. Watch as I create the different tones of blue. When I'm making a certain tone of the yellow, especially the one that you see in the sky, it's done by adding a little white to the yellow, and of course my brush had a little bit of blue as well. I wasn't really concerned about it not being the color of orange as of yet, the reflection of the lights and the orange tones that you see around, because layering on this paper is very easy. And at the same time, I am leaving out the darkest areas that are actually, that look black over here. So I'm leaving out those areas and I'm working on only some of them. And it's very easy for me to be able to work on the darker, to be able to layer and add those things, like the lights that you see, and the other places that you see. I in fact also add a little bit of black color in areas where I feel I can later on dry brush technique and add the black color or the dark blue color wherever I feel that I can do so. So we've actually used all the techniques here, our layering technique, our dry brush technique, our blending technique, and it's done. Don't be overwhelmed. I'm sure you will also do it the way I have been able to do it. Just give it a go. And before you start putting the colors down, swatch them separately so that you are a little bit more confident about the colors that you've chosen. All the pictures that you see in the projects here have been shared in the project area in the file section, so you can easily find them there and see for yourself, because in separate devices the colors tend to change. So see for yourself where you feel that your colors are, what your colors are and what you feel are closest to the picture you have, and then just go ahead and make it. I would love to see your projects. I would love to see you try, because honestly speaking, with the black paper there is a lot of motivation, and it really helps me overcome my creative block, and it's so amazing to be able to paint on it every day. Trust me, you would be hooked as much as I am. So all the best, and I hope to see your projects. Bye bye.